everyone, I'm Deb Foglia and I am a home decor blogger at seekinglavenderlane.com and a creative entrepreneur. So I meant to share this on Friday. I'm a few days late because I've actually been dealing with sick kiddos. So today's topic is all about how to balance family and building a creative business. So every week I'm going to be sharing an update on what I've achieved, what are my goals, fun topics on building a creative business. So today is all about just balancing family because that's just been a huge topic for me because it's just been my life this week. So I'm not going to go into everything, but basically mostly it's been my daughter and it's been one thing to the next. Also having a few days off from school. I'm sorry, I don't look so great. I promise myself eventually I'm going to get on here and actually really pull myself together. But this is life, working from home. Sometimes you just don't have it all together, and then having a child with stomach bug today has got me, at least I was able to accomplish a little bit of makeup. So yes, so basically not only having sick kids, but then also days off from school, just balancing all of that while I'm in the grind. That's what I'm considering this point in my business. So I've shared in the past, in my last video, that I have been blogging for 6.5 years. Left my job almost 2.5 years ago, so have been really trying to strive for it the last 2.5 years, and even so more now that we've been in our new home. We went through a whole renovation process last year, so a lot of obstacles, and I am just so ready just to take it on, just to be able to build my business. I have so many goals, and I'll go into a lot of my goals in another video, but for right now, I want to talk about the obstacles of having a family and trying to be a woman who is running a creative business. So, feeling defeated. Totally text a friend of mine this morning, talked to my husband about it this morning, just feeling totally defeated. Feeling like I had this drive like 2 weeks ago, and then all of a sudden last week was just obstacles. Kids were home for 2 days from school. They went back to school, finally was like ready to go at it, and then my daughter got sick. She was home 2 days, and then this past weekend on the mend, and then today she came down with a stomach bug. So yeah, it's just like it almost feels like I feel defeated. I feel like as soon as I'm trying to get somewhere, obstacles are thrown in my way. And it's hard. And not to mention just your feels as a mom to want your kids to be better, you know? So it's like you have this tug of war feel of, no, I need to be mom. My kids are number one. I love them so much. I want them to be healthy. And I would stop and drop everything for them. And you do. And then when you do, you start feeling like, my business is suffering. I'm not posting enough. I'm not getting those goals and those tasks done. So it's a true tug of war. I will say I am still feeling defeated, but I put lipstick on and I got on here because I was supposed to share on Friday, and Friday really was. I had both kids home because on top of my daughter being sick, which required an ER visit, it was just a crazy thing that they still don't know what happened. My son got ringworm on his face. So just like really crazy, weird things. And that just made me feel like a failure as a mom too. Like, why didn't I realize it was ringworm earlier? Like all these things. So anyway, I definitely will say I felt defeated. And I just think that I don't want to come on here and sound super positive and sound like everything worked out and everything is good and I do this and I do that. Like I want you to know I felt defeated, 100% defeated. And it's hard. It's so hard as a mom. It's so hard as a woman who's just trying to build a business that she feels she has just respect for. You know, I still don't feel like I respect my business enough. So I'm getting there. So today is definitely feeling defeated, and I definitely felt defeated last week too. The only thing was, as of Friday, I said, you know what? Put it all away. Kids are first. I don't care. I want them to be better. It's just a day. Now that it's been a few days, now I'm feeling defeated. Now I'm feeling like, all right, it's time to get the ball rolling again. So I just want to talk about a few things that I've done, at least today, that has helped me not totally lose track. So number one, while I'm running around trying to clean up, because I decided, you know what, if today is gonna be a day where I'm gonna take care of my sick child, I'm gonna do the mommy thing. I'm gonna clean up. I'm actually gonna cook a real meal today. And I decided that I was just gonna do all that. A lot of times I let a lot of things slip because the business is first. It's like being at a job, even though I'm home, I wanna make sure that I'm putting, 100% into my business, or at least a good 90. So I decided, you know what, while I am already distracted, let's just get other things done. And I felt really good about that. And I'm still very happy that I was able to clean up because a lot of things didn't get cleaned up this past weekend. Well, while cleaning up, I decided I'm gonna listen to some podcasts. So that's been my new thing. I think I talked about it in the last video. Podcasts have definitely been a way to really just motivate me, keep me on in that business mindset. And I think that's really important, just to keep that focus on business, listening to other entrepreneurs, listening to their advice, listening to their stories. All of that is definitely motivating. So I've been doing that while cleaning. So that's number one. So when you're feeling defeated and you're feeling like you're pulled in multiple directions, and really number one is to get your kids, feeling better. The computer is gonna have to stay shut for a while. Listen to some podcasts while you're doing it. It'll keep you motivated. And I also do this if I'm going to practice, one of my kids practice and I'm sitting in a parking lot for an hour. It's another really good time to do that. So that's definitely one way. Now, another thing I would say is make time for it. So I just took care of my daughter, and at least make time to do some things that are going to push you forward, okay? So maybe my scheduling to Facebook's not gonna push me forward. It's just gonna it's like my daily task. So doing these videos for YouTube is a way that I'm looking at moving forward. I am coming on here, talking to other creative entrepreneurs. I am sharing my face. I'm starting another platform because really YouTube has not been my choice of platform. And so instead of going and scheduling Facebook and taking 10 minutes to do that, I'm gonna take 10 minutes to make a video. And I apologize, you're gonna hear Mr. Luca in the background barking a lot because he's another part of my family that stalls me a lot. A lot of times I have to stop doing video, I have to stop doing this because he's a barker. He barks all the time, and the dog's on medication too for just anxiety and all kinds of stuff. He's an adopted dog, so he's definitely got some quirkiness to his dog personality. So barking is one of them. So I apologize for that. And our neighbors are coming home, so he's barking at them now. So make time for doing those big chunks of things. So as soon as I'm done with this, I'm gonna get my daughter back in the bath, cool her off again because she has this fever, and because she has a stomach bug, it's very hard to keep things down. So do big chunks of tasks that will move you forward. So don't worry about all the little things when you don't have a full day at work. What else? So we've got podcasts, momentum, and next would be momentum. That's my next little piece of advice. Hold on.